A very fine morning, my dear students. Hope you all will be fine by the grace of God. Students, today we will discuss with the fourth lesson, that is effects of electric current. It is our second lecture. So, in this lecture we will discuss about the magnetic effect of electric current, activity with copper wire, then production of magnetic field, right hand thumb rule, magnetic field produced by current through a circular loop of a conducting wire, magnetic field due to current in solenoid, force acting on current carrying conductor in a magnetic field, right hand thumb rule, etc. Let us recall what we have studied in our previous lecture. In our previous lecture, we have studied about the energy transfer in an electric circuit, unit of electric power, heating effect of electric current, and some numerical problem. Children, in this lecture also, whatever portion is omitted, whatever content are omitted for you, that I will cancel out. Let us see one slide here. See children, here with the green color it is shown. You can see that this here the current is flowing. As the current start flowing, the circuit is complete, and we can see if current is not flowing, then compass will remain in its original position. As the current will flow, there will be deflection in the needle of compass. Now here this is the electromagnetic, it is electromagnet is here, so we will see how the electromagnetic current is there. So now children, we will start with our explanation part. So children, we are starting with this part, magnetic effect of electric current today, because the remaining part already I discussed in the first lecture. So here we will see that heating, so far we have seen the heating effect of electric current. Now we will see about magnet and magnetic lines of the force, and how the electric current and magnetic fields are related to each other. Let us see one activity, children. Here is this diagram you see now. In this diagram you can see, children, that you have to arrange the circuit as this diagram, and then you have to connect a copper wire thicker and straight as compared to the connecting wire. It means that, see, this all wire are connecting wire, this all wire. Now, but this wire AB, I'll show with a different color. So this wire AB, this is a thicker in comparison of the other wire which is used in the circuit, and it is arranged as A and B. Its name is given as A and B. We had to keep a magnetic needle here. This is the magnetic needle kept here, and we had to plug the key, but before that, plugging the key, we had to see the direction of the magnetic needle. Then after plugging the key, we had to see the direction of the magnetic needle, and all observation we had to write with us. This is the about the first diagram. Here you can see, children, that here is the cell. This is the cell. Here this is the key. This part is the key, and this is magnetic needle. Now in second part we will see that again here it is the key, it is the cell, and here what we have to do change, that we have to change the wire, so that now first you see that how the direction of the current was there. I'll show with other color. See how the direction was, the current was there this way in first case, but in second case the direction of current is this way. So this way we have to change the wire AB only we have to change. So again we will see that the in the needle also the change will be there, so that we can see in the first case how it is deflected and in the second case how it is deflected. So that changes we can see. Now this is about the magnetic field. Now children, we will see that we learn from this experiment that the magnetic effect is observed because of the current in the wire. So when the current flows in the wire, then only magnetic field is observed. So we will see here that because of the current in the wire, the magnetic field is observed, and electricity and magnetism are closely related. We can prove with this activity. But if a magnet is moved and kept moving, what effect we will see? So that you have to see in this activity, observe and write. But whenever this current is flowing, then a type of the effect is created that is called the electromagnetic effect. So we will study about the principle, construction and working of the electric motor and electric generator later on. Let us see some other activity. This is all about the magnetic effect in a magnetic effect of a current. Let us see other activity, children. This part is cancelled for you. Okay. Now we will see other activity. The next activity is try this one. I'll explain you. Just see the diagram, children. Here. This is the diagram regarding that activity. You can see here. So you have to connect the circuit which is shown in the diagram 4.6. So in this diagram you have to see, now this is the cardboard, and here we can see resistance is there, and this is armature, and this is the cell. So this way here the key is there, this way the circuit is completed. Here we have to see the change. Now here again we have to keep first of all we have to take the large current that should be 1 ampere or should be more than that. Then it flows through the thick copper wire passing through the cardboard. You can see, children, that I'll show you with different color. Just see. This is the wire which is connecting this circuit, but other one you see which we will see this wire what I am showing with the blue color, that is more thick copper wire it is. So it passes through the cardboard, and As well, the magnetic needle is kept here. Here I'll show you. See children. We can see here, this is the magnetic needle kept here. So we will see the deflection in the magnetic needle. Now the direction of current which is shown in the figure, we can see in different way also, that how the direction is shown in a conventional way. Now what changes are caused if the current will be decrease or increase, so that we have to observe. If you'll see, when the magnetic needle is kept little bit far away from its original place, then what changes are there, that all we have to observe in this activity. The iron filling are arranging themselves in a circular manner, so that we have to keep in mind. So now we'll see, this always remember is cancelled for you children. Okay, now we can see that magnet is a magnetic field. Already we have studied in our previous standard also, that means 9th standard also. And here we'll see the iron fillings are just spread as a magnetic line of the force. Now children, we'll see right hand thumb rule. This topic we are going to see. This is right hand thumb rule. We'll see here children that this thumb is showing the, this is right hand we have taken, this is showing the electric current, and these fingers are showing the magnetic circles or magnetic current. Now we'll see, this is convenient rule for finding the direction of magnetic field produced by a current which is flowing through an electrical conductor. So we have to imagine that we have held a conductor in our right hand in such a way that our thumb points in the direction of the current. So already I told that in electric current our thumb is just showing the direction, and then our fingers around the conductor, they are showing the direction of the magnetic lines of force. So what are these fingers showing? Magnetic lines of the force. These fingers are showing magnetic lines of the force. So this is the right hand thumb rule children. It is very important. You have to underline this full and learn it. It is important. Now, so this is, now we'll see the next one, magnetic field produced by current through a circular loop of conducting wire. So here we'll see circular loop, we can see here this way. Here everything I'll show you. This is conductor loop and this is magnetic, these are magnetic lines. So I'll show in the diagram. This is cardboard, blue color, and here down you can see children how the resistance is there, that ammeter is there, as well as here down we can see here the battery is there. So magnetic field produced by a current through a loop of conducting wire. So this we have to see now. So here we'll see children that we have learned about the magnetic lines of the force of a magnetic field which is produced by a electric current which is flowing through a straight conductor. So here what will happen to the magnetic lines of the force of field which are produced by current flowing through a loop? That loop we are making by bending the straight wire. what loop we can see here. This loop you can see here, this is the loop, conductor loop. This full is the loop, here down also it is going. So this is the loop which is made by a straight wire, and a circuit should be completed by connecting various components, as you know, ammeter, key, then cell from which we are flowing the current, etc. As we can see that if the current passes through the loop, the magnetic lines of the force are produced at each point of the loop. And if we'll go away from the wire, the concentric circles represent the magnetic lines of the force. They will become bigger and bigger. So here you can see that they are becoming bigger and bigger. Now the magnetic lines of the force, which are shown near the point P and Q, they will be created near each point on the loop. Same way, each point will produce magnetic field at the center of the loop. So you can see here, this at the center of the loop they are producing the current. Now by making use of right hand thumb rule, we have to check that every point on the loop contributes the magnetic lines of the force at the center of the loop, and these lines of the force at the center of loop are in the same direction. So direction of these magnetic lines will be same, children. Now we'll see the intensity of magnetic field at any point will produced by a current flowing through the conducting wire, and it also depend on the current. We can see we have seen in the experiment number 4.6 also. If we'll see that figure, then we'll see that if there are n number of turn in the loop, then the magnetic field also will be n time of that is produced by a single loop. So this is very important. You have to just note down this point. First of all, we have to make this fully, have to underline. Then we will see this point also, important point. Now we'll see magnetic field due to current in the solenoid. So here we will see this diagram, we'll keep in our mind. This is the solenoid shown here. You can see this, here is a cell, from that it is connected, then plus point this way, this way, this way it is shown. This is the solenoid, and the other point is connected with the negative point. So always remember that a magnetic we'll see current is always flowing from the plus to the minus, and electrons are moving from minus to plus, but we consider that as the current flows from the plus to the minus. So according to that, we'll see here. Now magnetic field due to current in a solenoid. Solenoid is what? It is a spring type of the, it is the chain of the loops, and it is looking like the spring. So when a copper wire with a resistive coating is wound in a chain of the loops, it is called the solenoid. So whenever an electric current passes through a solenoid, magnetic lines of the force are also produced in the same pattern. We can see in the figure here the how the magnetic lines are produced this way and this way. So these are all are the magnetic lines. Now we should know that the magnetic lines of a force of a bar magnet, we have already studied in lower standard, the proper 8th standard, 9th standard. The properties of magnetic field of a solenoid are very similar to that magnetic field produced by the bar magnet. Same way it is. Now, one of the open end of the solenoid act as a magnetic north pole and the other one act as south pole. So magnetic lines of the force inside the solenoid are parallel to each other. This we have to remember. We'll see here. This point we have to underline. This is important point. It means the intensity of the magnetic field within the solenoid, you can see, is uniform everywhere, and what we can say that the magnetic field in a solenoid is uniform. So this point also important point. Yes, I have to keep in mind. Now we'll see next one. Force acting on current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. So what things we have to take here, children? We will take here the flexible copper wire. Flexible mean we can bend it, stand, electric cell, a horseshoe magnet, etc. with a strong magnetic field. Now what we have to do, that we have to fix this horseshoe magnet in a stand, and then we have to fix a copper wire in such a position that it passes through the poles of the horseshoe magnet. Now whenever I'll show you in the diagram here. Now children, this is the diagram. This one is the diagram for that. This is the stand, you can see here, and I'll show with different color. Children, here you can see this is the wire in the center. This wire, this one line only. So that is the wire. This is the stand, we can see, children. And this one straight line wire is there. Now we will see here that how this works, that whenever the current is not flowing through the wire, it remains straight in position A. So here you can see A position is shown here in the diagram. You see in your book, you will get it clearly. Then whenever the current flows from top to bottom, then the wire bends and come into the position of C. So you can see here, now this is the C position. I'll show with different color. This is the C position, here it comes. Then we will see that if the current direction is reverse, that means it flows from bottom to top. The wire bends, but it comes in the position of the B. This means the direction of force on the wire is perpendicular to both the magnetic field as well as to the direction of the current. So I'll show you how it comes in the B. Here you can see with the different color. I'll show you here. Children, you see it is the B position here. So it goes to the B position. Now the direction of magnetic field is from north to south. Now in this experiment we can notice that whenever the current flows through a conductor in the presence of magnetic field of a force that is exerted on the conductor, if the direction of the current is reversed, the direction of the force also get reversed. So, if the magnet is kept reverse, its south pole is brought at the position of its north pole, and the north pole brought to the position of south pole. That means the position of the magnet is also reverse. So then we have to observe that what will happen there in this activity. In this experiment, we can see that a force is exerted on the current which is carrying conductor, and the direction of this force depend on both the direction of the current as well as on the magnetic field. So this point you have to underline. Here we can see, children, this point you have to underline. This is important point. So here we can see that magnetic field perpendicular to the plane of the paper going inside the paper. So whatever magnetic field is there, that is perpendicular to the plane of the paper in this activity we can see. Now we will see how the force is acting on a current carrying conductor in presence of the magnetic field, that we can see in this diagram. So now we'll start with the Fleming's left hand rule. You can see here this. So here this we'll see the diagram, children. This is the diagram for that. So this is an important diagram, children. You have to learn it. Here this way it is shown the force of the conductor. This is the direction for magnetic field, and this is the direction of electric current. So here we can understand this way. So in this experiment we considered the direction of electric current and the direction of magnetic field, and we will found that direction of force exerted is perpendicular to the both. So we can see here that if we will see the electric current, this is direction of magnetic field and this is the direction of current, but this is force that is perpendicular to both. Now there is a simple rule which is relating these three directions. This rule is called the Fleming's left hand rule. Children, this point you have to underline here. This full you have to underline. There is a simple rule relating these three directions. This rule is called Fleming's left hand rule. So according to this rule, the left hand thumb, that is index finger, and the middle finger are stressed as to be the perpendicular to each other. So each should be perpendicular to each other. If the index finger is in the direction of magnetic field and the middle finger points toward the direction of the current, then the direction of thumb should be in the direction of force of the conductor. So we have to determine the direction of the force on the wire in this experiment. So, and we can find out, we can verify this activity. So children, I hope that you might have understood what I explained you. If any problem, you can text me, children. Again I am telling, write important point and learn this, both the rules what I taught. These are very very important, children. So this rule also, it is very important, And one more rule I taught, that is also very important. So children, here I am ending my lecture. Write all important point, learn all this rule, laws. Next lecture I will start with the electric motor. Thank you children. These all rules you have to practice, write and practice, so that you can learn is nicely, because these are very important rules children. Everybody should see the video, because sometime in Zoom lecture we are not able to complete full what I taught in the video. So see your video carefully children.